I'm going to be going through LinkedIn profiles for product managers, random product managers. Maybe you're going to be on this list today. Who knows? I'm going to be improving these profiles on the fly. And I'm going to let you know what hiring managers and recruiters think about when they see your LinkedIn profile. So the first person we got here is Naveen. Actually, as it turns out, Naveen has been following me for a while, and I used to talk about how to become a product manager. So we see here that Naveen has featured a Become a Product Manager certificate. I don't think that's a great look. Maybe at some point to break in, it might have been useful, although I'm not sure that certificates for product management are all that helpful. But in either case, we've got Naveen actually with very solid experience here. You've got 7-Eleven, recognizable brand, Nike, very recognizable brand, Charles Schwab, which is very specific, but certainly a recognizable brand. And before that, even some more product management experience at a few unknown companies. So overall, that's basically 5 years of product management, 2020, 21, 22, 24. 2 to 25. All of them say product manager. All of them are recognizable names. So you could actually build a pretty great profile, which gets you into these in-between companies. I made a separate video where I ranked the most recognizable companies of the Fortune 100 or the top 25 apps on the App Store. So you want to pick up more and more recognizable names on your resume as you work in order to improve and get into bigger and bigger companies. Yes, that is exactly how it works. You're trying to get seen, you're trying to get recognized and get your resume to just grab someone's attention. Of course, you want to be a good fit for the actual role, but the first thing you got to do is grab their attention. So what Naveen could do here is update the headline, which is the main thing you want to do on your LinkedIn profile. If you think about it, think about your LinkedIn profile like a product. If someone lands on your LinkedIn profile, the first thing they're going to see is this giant banner. That's the first thing that pops into their eyes. Then a photo, then the name, then the headline, then the location. Those are in order of importance, the things that people see. So we want to optimize for the things that people see. So this banner is a missed opportunity. You don't need to have something super fancy there, but you just go to Canva and you just create a basic template that looks nice, says something like product management, maybe your specialties, maybe your industries, maybe the names of the companies where you worked. So we definitely have these names that we could use here, like Nike, 7-Eleven, Charles Schwab. I would probably headline with Nike and Charles Schwab. 7-Eleven would be third because it's outside of being a name that is known, it has no credibility or leverage or weight in the tech industry, but it's a known brand. But since you've got already Nike and Charles Schwab, I don't even think you need 7-Eleven. So Naveen, what I would do here is write product manager or PM, or let's see what the latest lead product manager, maybe just lead product manager, comma, X Charles Schwab, X Nike, or X Nike, X Charles Schwab, and then maybe some areas of specialties, maybe some areas of experience. You got to dig through this stuff and actually find something useful. But think of it this way. Recruiters use LinkedIn to do searches. So they will look for profiles when they're doing their outbound work, when they're looking for candidates. And they will also review LinkedIn profiles when they want to confirm something about a candidate or when they want to dig in a little bit deeper. And the hiring managers will do the exact same thing. So we've got to use what we got here. Update the banner, change the headline so that you're searchable. So when you send out invites, people accept it because of the names. Charles Schwab, Nike, they're much more likely to accept. So I would lean into those. The About page, concentrate on what's above the fold here for readability and visibility, but concentrate on the entire story when you're thinking about optimizing for what recruiters will search for. So you want to put in some of your areas of ownership or some things that you've done, maybe some impactful things. I don't see a lot of numbers here. I see 12 years experience, which is great, but we want stuff that you've delivered, stuff that you've launched, stuff that you've delivered impact for customers, business. It's the usual game. Like we want numbers, revenue, costs, numbers of users, or impact on like internal users or external users. We want impact in here so that the recruiter or hiring manager has something to grab onto. This featured one, I think it's time to get rid of it. And it's time to do some comments that are actually interesting to read through. So this activity is whatever you did for your most recent work. I recommend for most product managers, especially if you're looking for your next role, write a few posts. Just write about what you know. It doesn't matter if it doesn't get any likes or engagement or comments. Just write about what you know. Try to be useful. Do just a few of these. 2 or 3 posts is enough You don't have to post consistently. It's just so that you have something in here under activity. And then you can also drop a few comments, but make them meaningful comments. Again, don't comment for the sake of commenting. Instead, try to really add to the conversation. And then it'll show up here under activity, and it will look like you're participating, adding to the discussion, being useful. Not a huge area of importance, but again, we're trying to optimize from the top down. For the featured area, we want to use posts that are meaningful, or perhaps schedule time with me. Here's a Calendly link or something like that to make it easy for recruiters or hiring managers to reach out. There are other changes that we can make to the About page and to the experience, but honestly, those don't matter until this top is taken care of. Let's keep going. Priscilla here is open for work, actually for location. I'm in Dallas-Fort Worth. If you're open to relocation, you can explain that in the About page, but of course you're not really looking for work right now, so probably that doesn't apply. But you do want to be aware of the fact that there's top geographical areas: San Francisco, Seattle, New York, for product managers. So Priscilla here is in Redmond, Washington. Again, the same thing, the banner. We should go ahead and update that, put something in there. It should take you 10 minutes to find a LinkedIn banner on Canva. Everybody's a designer now with Canva. Very, very easy, free to use. No excuse not to do this. Inside PCA, we will create banners for you or instruct you on how to do it or the options that you have. But that's one of the first things that we do, just to spice up and just add a little bit of content to your LinkedIn page. This is your official modern day work profile, really, that's visible across the world. Product manager, driving product success, user-centric approach is not really useful. It doesn't really tell anybody anything. It's like a generic job description. So I would recommend revising it and adding, if you can, some of these companies, if they were well known, they're not, but perhaps a business background here, this could be leveraged. Or if you have any, Priscilla, any impact, any relevant impact, or any specific areas or verticals, industries, areas, things that you know well, you would put that here, because this right here is effectively just saying nothing, because every product manager wants to drive success and have a user-centric approach. So don't do that. UC Irvine is fine here. Redmond, Washington. It's funny because I think Redmond to Seattle, pretty sure, yep, that's a 26-minute drive. So I would just put Seattle. I'm sure everybody in Redmond and Seattle understand that it's very, very close, but just put Seattle because, or like the greater Seattle area, the greater Seattle metro area or the Seattle metro area, because recruiters will search there if they're looking for local jobs. And actually, in that case, you'd probably come up with Redmond. In any case, it's a minor point. It's a total nitpick, but I would update that. Then for the About page, spearheaded establishment management, new product team, overseeing development, internal platform. Okay, so internal stuff, 4 years product and project management. It's a little vague, no numbers again. We really want to use the About page as a summary of your resume. It's like a short version of your resume. Your resume is already a one-page short version of your work experience and achievements and impact. Well, this thing's supposed to be even a shorter version of your resume. So that's what it's supposed to be there. Same deal with posts. We want to try to work in some product management, business, or related to your vertical content, opinions, takes, information, or really anything if you can. Just a few posts, just so that we have something under activity. Then you want to also drop meaningful comments. It shouldn't take that long, and comments will generate a ton more impressions for you these days, today in 2025 LinkedIn. So that means that your profile is going to have visibility. I don't love this open to work banner that's visible to everybody. I would just make it visible to recruiters. It doesn't need to be visible to the entire network. So I know there's two camps of people. One camp that says you should do it because you could get help, and number two that says you should not do it because it looks a little bit like you are like you're desperate or something like that. I'm not in either of these camps. I don't strongly feel about this, but I prefer to just keep a great profile. We don't need to open to work, but we can reveal that we're open to work by writing extensively about our background, the impact that we've delivered, and then engaging in the comments, engaging with the posts with other product managers or places that you'd like to work. The cool thing about Priscilla is that she is in Seattle, which means that there's a wealth of opportunity there. So hopefully we're going to be able to see her progress in bigger and better and more high-paid companies as she continues. Let's now move on. We've got Robbie Robbie's in Austin, Texas, which is an up-and-coming tech hub. It's probably like a fourth or fifth biggest tech market, so there's plenty of opportunities there. This is an example of a banner that is better than nothing, definitely better than nothing, but a bit of a missed opportunity, because I think a nice clean banner, like we talked about in the previous two profiles, a very easy lift, and we just reinforce that, yes, this is a product manager, recruiter, hiring manager. You've landed on a product manager's profile, so you're in the right place. There's no cognitive dissonance. There's no confusion, because when you look at this profile, you're not exactly sure where exactly did you land. It feels like there's a lot of everything going on here, so it doesn't point me to a particular direction. First thing we do is we scroll through the experience as a hiring manager recruiter, and we see Charles Schwab, which is, again, a very recognizable name. So we should definitely put that right up here, product manager, comma, Charles Schwab. So you've got Charles Schwab as an icon, which is great. We want it in the headline. Why do we want it in the headline? Because when you send out connection requests, and Robbie and the rest of the folks that we just reviewed, you should be sending out 20 to 30 connection requests per day without any personalization, just to build your network. 500 connections, how many followers? 588. So not a lot of connections. Maybe 5 years ago, 10 years ago, this is okay. Nowadays, you're going to open so many opportunities with networking. Like 60, 70% of all the opportunities you're going to open up are through some version of a network or a referral or a connection or a conversation. And you just need to expand your network. It is so easy these days. The reason we don't do it is just because it takes time. It's something that works in the long term. So what I say is just make it a habit. If you're already out there scrolling on LinkedIn because you're looking for work or you're thinking about how to build your career, just go ahead and send out invitations to 20 or 30 people per day. And over a year, that's going to amount to thousands of additional people in your network, which means tens of thousands of potential connections in the industry of your choice. So definitely do that. It is something I waited far too long to do, and it's something I absolutely recommend to all PCA members and all PMs we work with. So the next thing, about page, again, there's not a lot of impact. There's not really a review. It's also a wall of text. Nobody's going to read a wall of text. The thing that happens with walls of text is that we stare at them and we don't read them. It doesn't matter how long I stare at this wall of text, I will just not read it. But if it was one line, I would just read it automatically, even without wanting to read it. The difference between a line and a paragraph is that a paragraph you have to actively force yourself to read, and a line you can't help but read when you just glance at it. So please keep that in mind and optimize your profile, your about page, for the things that you want the hiring manager and the recruiter to see. That's it for today. If you want me to review your LinkedIn profile, then please let me know in the comments. I will be happy to do that. I'm going to start to do this a little bit more often, just to get people to finally update their LinkedIn profile and treat it seriously. As you can see, I just search randomly and I find people that just don't have it put together very well, despite having things to draw from. Unfortunately, it just doesn't come through, and people just don't put the time in to do this. So let's keep working on this. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.